One of the most important things to me is the diversity of people we have working at the Institute. It provides a rich culture and a different range of ideas, which is really important for a scientific institution.
Since coming to the Pirbright Institute, I've felt very much a valued part of the community. I'm Henry Munyanduki. I'm a senior postdoctoral research scientist here at Pirbright, and I've been here for 3 years. I work in the large DNA viruses group. My managers in particular have been very instrumental in making sure that I am valued, that my opinions as well are heard.
So I did my bachelor's from India, and my favorite subject was microbiology, and Pirbright used to literally pop up in each exams every time, and so it just really made me curious to learn more about the Institute, see what they do.
Got to have people thinking out the box, thinking differently, and I find that this comes from that diversity of the workforce, from people from all over the world, and I think this is one of the reasons why the Institute's been so successful.
What I particularly like is the growth opportunities that they have actually presented to me, and in such a way I feel the past 3 years have been maybe the time I've grown the most in my career, and I'm appreciative of that.
It was a very different culture, and I quickly realized that I had to learn a lot, and Pirbright has really helped me to sort of progress. I was expecting my second child, and that transition from moving from one project to another and making sure the funding was in place was so seamless. The support was tremendous. I had personal touches given by HR and my line manager, which I thought was really nice, and I just felt that I had a support network that I could go to, and that really took that pressure off me. Maintaining that work-life balance and supporting students at this age, I think is incredible.
I think the other thing that's really important to me that this institute can offer its staff is that flexibility to enable them to balance the pressures of work and life.
My experience at the Pirbright Institute as a mum is that they're a very family-friendly, sort of supportive employer. My name's Caroline Wright. I've been here at the Pirbright Institute since 2004, and I joined the reference laboratory last year. I have 2 young boys, and my line manager has a young family as well, and she knows that if a child becomes ill and you have to sort of leave at a drop of a hat, then that's what has to happen, and that's the priority. So I've always felt very supported in that respect as well.
My name's Amy Wills. I work in the Central Services Unit, and that comes under Research Services, and I've been at Pirbright for just over 8 years. I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is a connective tissue disorder. It's something that's classed as an invisible disability, so to look at me you wouldn't think that there was anything wrong per se. It can affect my mobility, it can affect my temperature regulation, and I can have a range of symptoms that can change day to day or even like over a couple of hours. I came to Pirbright 8 years ago, and I've been fortunate to be supported from the beginning, both with adjustments within the lab when it comes to equipment and so forth to make my job easier, up to now as my position has evolved, where I have been supported with working from home when it's required, when I have mechanical issues as it were, and to be flexible with my hours if required, and also again with equipment as needed when I go back into the lab.
My name's Bea. I'm a lab analyst here at the Pirbright Institute, working in the non-vesicular reference laboratories. I've worked here for just over a year now. I think one of the things that's been so important to me is the awareness and understanding from management all the way down about respecting people as an individual. The ways that the Institute promotes inclusivity and diversity are really important to me. There's been lots of discussions about how they can make a more inclusive recruitment process and respecting people's pronouns that I think really goes a long way in showing that the Institute does care rather than just talking about it. I've been really enjoying how inclusive the Institute feels.